Good evening, everyone. My name is Nadineo, and this is Let's Paint and Draw Along. Welcome, Art Fam. I'm here with Don. He's at a secret location. How you doing today, Don?
I'm fine.
Yeah, we got
Yep.
to. Yeah, we're excited today. We're continuing with our Something from Nothing. This is number 11. I hope you enjoyed the marathon last weekend. We had some technical things that we had to deal with, more than technical things, but I'm glad everything is resolved and worked out. Um, so Don is here. Um, we were just chatting before the live about symbology and how things go. And I'm curious to know how we're going to go with this. I was thinking nuts and bolts, but maybe that was just what was happening in my brain, Don.
I guess it could
What's
be seen that way.
what say you?
It could be seen that way, I guess. It's
Mm-hmm.
just it is nuts and bolts and screws and things.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's still all about symbology.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go that route, we can spin into things where you're taking symbols of your everyday.
Mm-hmm.
What's every day? Well, let's examine it, everybody. What kind of symbols or simplified shapes would be in your everyday existence that you can use and you can make into a drawing or a simplified thing from something from nothing. Well,
Mm-hmm.
look, body, you can make things. I do a lot of times things like this with the behavioral sciences and with the elders. I can start off with just a cup,
Mm-hmm.
and I can just put a tea bag in that thing. I can start off that way. Oh, well, I can put it like I'm doing it on the daily with the X on the top, little round thing in the middle there. You see, that
Mm-hmm.
makes it cut there like that. And then we put the level on it or the edge of it on there. Now you got one of your styrofoam transportable cups that everybody likes to use with little brown straw.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the wax on the bottom there. There you go. Yep, that's how those plastic cups look now. I put that there, then what else could go with it? It's part of your everyday, your morning ritual, your everyday.
Piece of toast or uh trying to think of new or your cell phone.
Uh,
Because I was going to say newspaper, but I don't know.
a newspaper, they're still out there, but
Yeah,
you know,
but how often do you see people reading a newspaper at a table or something like that?
you still see that. I still see that at the 30th Street Terminal,
Hmm.
and at the Frankfurt Terminal. But you just draw out a cell phone now. Make it a cell phone or a tablet if you want to. Put your little camera there on the top there. You see. I would say that's more so a tablet than a cell phone. So then
Okay.
now we can put the cell phone, someplace else.
Hmm.
Cell phone just sitting up, make it one of those big cell phones. Put the three cameras on there. Put that oval around there. You see what's happening now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If that's not a cell phone, what is? And you just keep on expanding on your idea, everybody. Let's think of something else that can go in there that's of the everyday today, that will be in your everyday today. That will be something from nothing to do. And we got the tablet there. We got the cell phone there. I got a smartphone.
Hmm.
It really look well. The iPhones kind of look something like that, but some of the cameras come off to the side now, and they have a different cluster of cameras in different ways and things like that. Oh, I forgot the buttons on the top there. Well, on this one, we're gonna put the buttons on the side, you know, to control the audio and then the on and off button,
Hmm.
like so. And the USB. See what I'm saying? Put a little square for your USB in there. Uh, let's see, slot. Then sometimes they show the slot where your card goes in.
Hmm.
Yeah, yep. What else? Come on now. All right, let's make it a cup of coffee. I can even turn this thing. But wait a minute, I'll bring that idea out next. But we'll just put a cup in here. Put a
Uh,
coffee cup in here. Think about that. These are symbols of the everyday. What's in your everyday that we can make a symbol out of, or an icon,
hmm.
or an emoji out of. You see what I'm saying now?
Hmm.
Because that's what's happening. Look at that there. Look, watch. Just a little cup there. That's it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's do it this way, like that. This will be the side here. And then now that'll be the back side, the handle. You know what I mean? Maybe put a cup, put a spoon in there. I don't know. You're mixing up the coffee. I don't know. Cocoa.
Mm.
What else you add in there? You don't know?
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Let's look.
think maybe some sugar packets or sugar or,
See,
this.
you I'm healthy with it. I ain't sugar and everything. See how I turned mine, everybody?
Yeah, I saw that you were doing something,
All right.
doing a
Now
little
what you
something,
do,
something.
you can go in, and now you can just make certain ones larger. Like I'll make my cup larger over here. You see that? Make my cup
Hmm.
a bit larger, and then use the same shapes again. Just replicate them again. Put my X here, put my little tea bag, coming down, the label there. Put the ledge inside here. Put a little breather on top that lets out, enough of the air and everything else in there.
Hmm.
Put the edge on my cup once again. You see, put the little lever on the bottom here. And maybe this time, since you brought it up, maybe we put a couple of bags. Well, we put bags of sugar. That's a bunch of triangles.
Hmm.
Why not use like the diner dispensary?
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like make a little
Hmm.
sugar container or something.
Hmm.
Like, all right, look, let's look at it this way. Let's make another round one, right? But this time I'll make it round like that. It's like if I went to IHOP or something. IHOP has these a lot of times. There's
Hmm.
like a foam on top, then it's round around here, right? And then it has this little opening for the sugar to come out on top here. You ever see those?
Yes.
And then the sugar will be in here. You see. Maybe you make it fancy, make it like one of those that has like little rivets in it.
Oh yeah.
We do that to the bottom there. Come on, let's keep adding, everybody. Keep adding. You see it now. Yeah, what? All right, maybe I add the cell phone down here on this side, or maybe I don't know. Everything's sitting up over here. Maybe we'll sneak this one in behind the sugar, the cell phone going this way. And we can just step and repeat, as they call it.
Hmm.
Just repeat the idea over and over again, whether it be the back of the cell phone design, you see with the three circles there,
Hmm.
you know? Yeah. Even if we came down over, I don't know, can you see this side over here? Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Move that over a little bit. Yeah. So then let's see. What are some long things that we can put in? We really don't use flashlights no more, but in
Yeah,
your
you.
everyday, you see what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, I do. I do.
So, all right, I'm gonna put a tactical flashlight right through here. right behind the cup here and down here. Put that shape on it like so. You know how these new tactical
Hmm.
flashlights look, the basic shapes, little dome on there. You see? Yeah, I have the switch somewhere over here to be rubber. I got one. And they have this dial movement here, and the lights, they have a lever, a ledge inside here like that. Yeah.
Mm.
And the light thing, I know mine has these little measurements on the edge here. And then another little beveled edge in there that you can turn and magnify the light, all that good stuff. Now this other one I got, it does the flame and burn things and all this good stuff. What's up? Now we just, filling the basic design with it now. What does your technical fast light look like? Now you just draw the one that you see. You see, and fit it in behind things. Can you fit it in behind things? Yeah. You see, just fit it right in with basic shapes. That's it. Looks like one of the grippers you can turn these things off with. Yeah, turn it on and put the battery inside of there. Yep. Oh, do I need to turn it again?
Yes.
Well, turn it again. Let's turn it again. See what happens. Go for it. What we gonna put in over? What we gonna put in now? Oh no, I'm almost feeling like a cup of lemonade or something. Gee,
Ooh, cup of lemonade.
yeah, you know what I mean? Or all right, well let's do this one. I'll put a hex nut in there since you made mention. What does a hex nut look like, everybody?
Yeah.
You know, that's all it is. Basic shape. There you go. I'm just gonna make it into a basic shape. Not gonna worry about it. It absolutely looks like a Home Depot nut or whatever.
Mm.
Just brands there. But yeah, let's make it 3D. So I'll go this route just to make it 3D so it really can come off like that. There you go. Bada bang, bada boom. Absolutely. What else can we add? All right, why not add the monkey wrench? What does the monkey wrench look like? Yeah, well, let's go for it, everybody. One of these sides I have to be a hex side, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go. See? And what, we're gonna make one of those doubles. One side is one thing and then one side's another thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, one side's metric and one side's a half inch and all this good stuff in there. Yeah, there we go. Bang. Let's put those shapes in there. And we just overlapping them, putting them in bigger, some smaller. If you can understand or remember some of the designs that's on these items, try to put some of the beveled edges that you see that's in them. Then it becomes a big old page where it becomes an idea of the basic symbols of your everyday. Some people may have a computer board. All right, let me sneak a computer board in right there. Maybe it may be one of those little portable ones that flip out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, so fun just putting the squares on there the way you see them. You know, that's what I would do. You see, and then now I would just say where some of these are. You know, you just drop them in. I'm gonna do me an old school looking, or they would have the number sequences on the side, and now you would have the alphabetical order on the other side. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm just gonna put any old squares in there. Look at that, everybody. Don't stress it, just put them in, add it in. And if you wanted to have fun with this, you could have fun by putting a timer on and then timing how many times you would put something in to turn the page, start overlapping things more. You see, computer board in there. What else can you put in there with that computer board? How does that computer board look? What style computer board do you have? You see, this one will be more so the old school.
Old school.
Yeah, we just have a series of buttons on there, and then on the long one here. And you would have this big cable hookup for your mouse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mentioning mouse, you could
yeah,
have a mouse on there.
yeah. If you wanted to, depends upon what you want to do. Put it
Mhm.
in there. But just put an old school one in there too as well. Well, no, these they still have the same designs like this too, with the little roller in the middle
Yeah.
between the fingers. Yeah, you have one clicker on one side. You have another clicker on the other side. Yeah, there you go. Yep, and then some of them have the clickers on the side here, and I got a real simple one. So yeah, lights up back there, and maybe put the little man. What is it? What is that light at? I think I have a green light that's right there. That lets you know if it's on, if it's
Mm-hmm.
working. And shoot, we can do the other one, the other type right here. Well, I have the big cord coming out the back. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
And now I can make that connect like so, right into the board there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
You can make even smaller, intricate ones if you want to. I don't know. It depends upon the occupation. You can put a motherboard in there. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What else can you put in there? Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. Turn it again. I think I'm gonna turn mine again. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it again. Yeah, might as well put a clock in there since the daylight saving time is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say put a digital clock if you wanted to. What's your favorite time of the day? Or put the time that you're working in right now. What time is it right now? Put the old digital clock up there. Numbers in there. Let's see. Yeah, so it's 6:27. All right, then we can put, let's see. Have some fun with it. Little PM on the bottom. And there you have it. Our little digital clock representing the time that we did this one, 6:27 p.m. Maybe sneak a clock in there behind it, a round clock. You know,
Ooh.
right there. Yeah, yeah, we should be there. 4, 5, and yeah, 6 right around there, right underneath. I'm on it.
Jump
Let's
on
see.
it.
Yeah, and that would be the time represented there. Little hand will be on the sixth, the long hand will be somewhere before the sixth there. We got that going. And now we put a little bit more of this stuff around here. Remember, it's all symbology. So you're simplifying everything into the simplest form, sneaking it in the best way you can. Ooh, 7, 8, 9 will be across from the 3. There, 11 will be here. 11 right there. You see? All right now. You see?
Mhm.
Everyone? So then if you wanted to add more, I'll return it again so I can keep clarity and I'm back to the side that I was on. Yeah, you see the fun in turning things. Can't you see that? Or no?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you get all these different variation of things and different movements. So you can use those two as well. So now you notice I'll turn it again. And now we're back to that right side up version that's up there. Yeah, yep, that's where we're at with it. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, but look at that. I like to drink a lot of tea and coffee, huh? See it
Yes, you
all in there.
do.
Cell phones and stuff, lights. What else you want in there? Oh, we could have put some pins in there, markers. So I'm gonna put a marker in this way. Put in a Sharpie marker that I got. There you go. Put a bunch of them. Let them turn around. Whole 9 yards. Let's see. Let's do another one coming this way. Coming out of there like that. And now we can get that in there like this. And now, babe, here's another mark. See the basic shapes, everybody? It's just that simple. When you're doing something from nothing and we're running with an idea, I'll put a couple of more. Yeah, let's make another one come from this way. Yep, and then be overlapped or underneath the lighter and everything. The flashlight. Yeah, there we go. Right behind the flashlight. Yeah. Shoot, you can make a whole bunch of movements with that one. Like, let's just make it look like a whole bunch of things with that with this marker. Make it look like they're falling down the page. Whole bunch of little Sharpie markers. See that? They don't look like Sharpie markers.
Yeah, they look like Sharpie markers.
Well, watch out. You see, maybe a pencil or two. I don't know what type of pencils you like. Everybody, put a pencil in there. Make them overlap or make it look like it's going underneath. I don't know. Have fun with it. Yeah, there you go. There's a beat up pencil, drawing pencil there. I don't have nothing over here. Let's put some markers over here now. Let's put some markers coming out this way. Yeah, there you go. And maybe I'll put one going underneath this way. Yeah. What else you want to put in there, everybody?
Well, let's see. We got markers.
Pencils. What else?
Hmm.
Let's make the symbol of the day. Symbol in your day.
Paintbrush.
All right. I'll just lace this in between here and make it a long stem or a long handle brush. And I like fan brushes, so maybe I'll make a fan brush out of this one. See, now you got a fan brush in there. What other shapes of brushes can you use
I was
that you may?
thinking a painter's brush, like painting a house. Flat bristle.
Yeah. So then I'll sneak in another one of our round brushes there. All right. And you put the round bristles on that one. You want a house painting brush? Yeah, it's just a big old square one that's a little bit more thicker. And there's that little area there. Now you got like a 2 inch, 3 inch painter's brush. Put the handle on it. Yep, there you go. Put the little presses on there. Yep, that's a little metal that's holding the bristles in. Yep, there you go. Let me make the handle a little bit thicker. There you go. Hmm. Think about it. What other things to slide in there? Use different size brushes. Use a bigger brush. Or if you just wanted a bigger fan of brush down here that they use for the ceilings and stuff.
Oh,
Just to fill in space.
roller.
No, not a roller, just a bigger, wider
Oh, okay.
brush. Yeah. Make everything a basic shape. And think about all the supports that go on a brush that's like that. So you'll have the metal right here,
Hmm.
pressed onto the wood. That's where your beveled edge will come from on the sides. Okay. There you go. Yeah, you can put a roller in there if you want to too. You can stick it in other areas. I'm just trying to fill in space, so you can put a roller up here and stick it right behind there. You see? And then now this would be the part that holds on to it. Comes here and then bang. Here, here, and then bang. Put it right out the side. I don't know how much of an everyday item that is to people, but I don't know. Nadine is calling them out. Maybe she's saying
I'm
that's what
calling. Yeah, I'm calling them out.
use a roller is in her everyday experience to use a roller for painting. I don't know. I thought she
Hmm.
was never for everybody. I, one
I'm
more time.
telling a little bit about myself.
Wow. All right. Well, I need to get you to paint some walls then. Huh?
I'm trying to remember that uh, the last part. It kind of comes down. Oh yeah, I think it's been a while, y'all.
Well, basic shapes is what it is, so I wouldn't really stress myself.
Hmm.
if you don't know what they exactly look like, but you should if you're going to call them out for you every day.
I was trying to remember the handle.
All right.
There you go.
Well, it has two different handles. One
Yeah.
is the universal one.
Yeah.
Yepper.
Yipper duper. I like this idea of flipping and
Well, it's something that you can do when you're saying you're doing an abstraction.
mm-hmm.
Also do it as an overlap. So every time you turn, you can act like nothing is there and just draw over things. So
Okay.
there's another way you can use this too as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this is another way, like what we've done before. If you check through the sessions, you'll see during the pandemic we used this idea a whole bunch of turning the page, moving
We
the
sure
page
did.
down to get a different angle, and then start laying your work down over top of that,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
just let things overlap, 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 overlap. And we did some with the color. We did some with the charcoal, where you would put a tone in, and now you would start filling in with different tonal qualities and stuff. But if it's just still a linear equation, you still can just keep on overlapping,
Mm-hmm.
overlap, filling in the space with smaller things or bigger things like that. The whole thing is to make the whole surface active, which is
Mm-hmm.
symbolic, the simplicity of form. Making simple symbols of everything in your everyday, what you would use. You know, some people may have bowls of cereal in there if they're younger.
Mm-hmm.
Might have some fruit in there, an apple or two, or some cherries.
Ooh.
So I would put cherries or grapes or things like that in areas.
Let me see. Let me put.
And then now you just make them look like they're taking over that one area. And maybe I just make it come all the way down to one grape looking like it's going inside the cup.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now I'll put that leaf on top that it normally has with some grapes. See, yeah, there we go. Yeah. So now we'll have some grapes in there. Sneak a half an apple in somewhere. I don't know. Sneak it in right in here. I'll sneak a half an apple right here. Right in the background. Right in between the space. There. See? Mm.
Well, maybe I should do it on the side.
And there we go there. I got an apple, half an apple. These are things I eat on my regular. Oh, maybe I should put some ginger root down here.
Yeah, because you ginger root man.
Yeah. So now I just put a piece of ginger root right down here, like so, with some round shapes around it. It should look like a piece of ginger root. There we go. And some coming off this side. There we go. There we go. Yep. Some ginger root down there. Or it could look like turmeric if you wanted to. I don't know. Whatever's best for you guys. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yours looks good. Oh, I need to put a clock in there somewhere. Where can I
I'm
put a
not
clock?
worried about looking good or bad. Well, okay.
Oh, I'm saying like good, like you want to eat it good. The ginger root.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to pick it from in the market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody, make sure you're looking into your shapes and what these items really look like. Then try to make some of the things a little bit more permanent on the page. Give it a more darker line, more of a whimsical line. Remember, it's almost like you're doodling something from nothing.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah, you can make a spot. I don't know. There's a small shot glass down here. You know. I don't know if you guys still go have shots. You know, some people have shots at the end of their day. Yeah, it could be a shot of something. It should be a shot of vitamin C. Doesn't that just have to be alcohol, everybody?
Shot of caffeine.
Yeah, a shot of cranberry juice. You know, a shot of vinegar,
Mm-hmm.
shots of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and stuff like that. Yeah, but just keep on adding in and around and get things to go, everybody. Add them as they go, one at a time. You feel uninterested, turn the canvas. You don't have to wait for me to turn it. You can turn it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Say to yourself, you know what? I don't see nothing this way. Maybe if I turn it, I'll see something in another direction. You know? Or maybe I'll see it in another point of view where I can add more things in. Feels more comfortable to you. You know? Because we're not saying where the ground is. We're saying we're just throwing items on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever direction that you see it in, perspective is even not even an issue this time. Not unless you want to make it an issue. You see,
Mm-hmm.
so I would just let things come out on this one. Just let them look like, feel like they're floating, like they're just ideas that just popped in your head, and you're just moving them around the surface. You know, think about how many tapestries or wallpaper that you see that's like this in restaurants, things like that. Because that's what they're doing. They're taking elements of what it may be to be in let's see. It's a sandwich place. The one out of
Panera.
New York. Panera, but do they have artwork on their walls? And when you
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
that's a good question.
well, they have artwork there in some of them for wallpaper, but it'll be like the symbolic of mushrooms and different vegetables and things like that. If you
Mm-hmm.
have, sometimes it's in motifs. Subways is another one.
Yes.
So if you go to the original, which would be the New York locations, they would have subway systems drawn up or the maps of the subway systems on their walls representing, subways. You
Mm-hmm.
know, which came all about that way. And then even in Philly, I've seen a couple of restaurants that had it that way too, that had like the floor plan, I mean, the architectural plans of the city of Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. I think Pat Steaks at one time had it like that before they started putting up all the police decals and things like that on their restaurant
Mm-hmm.
and showing their support of police officers and stuff. But it's just another example of using symbology or or symbolism, or caricatures or emojis or icons. See what I'm saying? Simplified shapes that
Mm-hmm.
can be used that explain what something may be. You know, think about petroglyphs, everybody. I brought that up before when we did something like this. But the petroglyphs would be something like the caveman paintings or drawings,
Mm-hmm.
and how they would make simple and symbolized shapes to identify people, places, and things during their time period. You know, You see a moose or a elk drawing
Mhm.
simplified. It looks like a little kid's drawing almost, but it was a real adult that did that drawing. You know what I mean? In order for you to know what was going on in so and so BC, you know. What are some other things? Well, we may mention to this before. Look at the symbols and things that are on the bottles that you use. You know, what type of symbols are there to show you that things are dangerous? Shouldn't ingest it. These are
Mhm.
all simple symbols. You know, heck, I can put a simple a symbol like this, a triangle, right, with an exclamation point in it. What normally does that mean?
Mm. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Alert. Yeah.
Yep. Especially on the computers now, you'll get this symbol and be like, "Uh-oh, we're sorry, something didn't happen. So and so couldn't.
Mhm.
This action couldn't take place. Would you like for us to do it again? Yeah, let me put that on our PDA screen over here. You see?
Mhm.
So now that's on my PDA screen saying, "Uh-oh, something's the matter with my tablet."
Mm.
You know, or I got to reboot something. You see? Maybe I spread that design out wherever there's technology. I'll put that symbol.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Mhm. These are the things that you can do. You see how it starts to come together, things start to happen. You know, maybe I'll put one over here, sideways, right next to my ginger. Yeah, see that?
Mhm.
Just that simple, everybody. Just that simple.
Only thing we're missing is a hot air balloon.
Oh, that's not hard to put in. I can put it in as a symbol on the cup,
Mhm.
almost like it's a logo on the cup.
Mhm.
See how simple that was? Now I got a hot air balloon symbol on my cup. I can put it on this one here. There you go. You can put on the cup, put some clouds on there. There we go. There we go. There we go. You see, that's on the cup.
Mhm. Yeah, that's super cool.
Mhm. There's nothing that you can't do. You just gotta just let it go and let it be.
Mhm.
Let it be. You know?
This is
Yeah.
what happens when you let things go and let it be, everybody.
Yeah. No judgment. Just keep on letting it come out, letting it do what it do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, then if you get tired of adding things in, then you can start making things a little bit more clear. You know,
Hmm.
by adding little details or little surface quality things to it. You know, you can even use lines and things to fill spaces in, like we've been talking about. Like, okay, in these areas here, I can start using vertical lines if I wanted to, closer together and further apart to start filling in spaces. Maybe diagonally here, and then make it change the timing in it. See It's starting to happen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just start putting different little line equations in there, put them closer together. You know, almost looks like pinstripes in there. You know, just pick a direction and you go with it.
Mm.
The same thing Kandinsky and these guys are doing, filling in spaces. You know, then it seems more and more intricate. The more and more stuff you start adding in, the more fractal and breakdown in spaces. You know, things start to move and do different things. And
Mhm.
then now it becomes like a maze or a menagerie of different, shapes moving around. But it has a purpose now.
Mhm.
It's of your everyday. You made these symbols of your everyday. Coffee cups, computers, lighters, paintbrushes, fruit, apples, timing. Timing is everything. We're about to lose an hour, go back in time to gain an hour of sleep, supposedly. That always bothers me, though, because I know that I never really get to adjust.
Oh.
Yeah, you know? So, yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. See, you just keep on adding things in.
Mhm.
Again, and, add in more density. Maybe use wiggly lines. I don't know. Use that same rhythm of wiggly line in there. Yeah. You see a lot of advertisements like this already. A lot.
Mhm.
Especially if you're riding a separate train. They have different little designs now on the train that's like this. They take kid drawing things that be type of, you see?
Mhm.
Just carry that idea all the way throughout. Carry it all the way out. Whereas in one area, look how it starts to make things change and move. Come back, darken in some lines on some things, make them more permanent. Well, you can come on in and start putting color in if you want.
Mhm.
Me myself, I'm not in my location, else I would take a color pencil or watercolor pencil and start dropping in little facades of color, maybe make it a basic color scheme. Just go with that, but stay with the ideas of making symbology of the everyday. What are some items and things that I can make, what I mean, symbols of the everyday? Yeah, dropping some of these things here. You know? Oh yeah, darkening some of the pens and pencils there. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at that, just turning 7 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yeah, turn it again. Into some more possibilities. Yeah, turn that again. You go in again. Oh yeah, look at that. So then you definitely can see the different ways that you can look into that thing there, see different stuff there. Ooh, talk to him, Nadine. I think I have to run to the bathroom.
All right, I will. Yes,
All right.
this is quite the journey, everybody. How are we doing? I'm like trying to get my mouse to work here. Yes, I'm working on mine. I need to darken some of my images so that you could see them better. Also, I have the light, which is kind of the way the light is positioned. Let me see. Oh, there you go. It's crazy how light is. Yep, but that's what I'm working on. I'm going to try to make that a little better so you can see it. But I got a few things going on. So tell me, what do you think about this journey that we are taking today? We hope you're enjoying it. It's our something from nothing session. And let's see, I want to adjust the camera just a little bit. Let's see if I can do that for you. Have a little fun. There you go. Yeah. So it's our something from nothing. This is 11, and we've been on such an amazing journey. And today, we're working with this, and I let me see if I can hold it up right. I'm getting better at this. Let's see. If I look at yeah, there you go. So I got a lot of stuff going on. I think I need to work on overlapping more things. And I wasn't using a Sharpie. I was using uh HB pencil. So I'm kind of working it out that way. I threw some other things in there like a lemon, a lemon slice, you know, uh I did the little Wi-Fi symbol. I haven't put any lines in the background. Probably I should do that. Let's see. Oh, you can see it from here. Okay, so maybe because it's the overhead light. So if I don't know, he had some lines going on in the background, but um it's interesting when you do put those lines in it, how it shifts and changes everything. So let me see. So those who are watching us, wherever you're watching us, I want you to put in the comment section what part of your country, if you're in the US, what state or what city are you watching us from? If you're overseas, because we're in the States, recording from the States, you can put what country, if you like. We want to find out where everyone is and, have fun talking about it. But here we are. We are working on the something from nothing. And really, it's about symbols in the everyday. Um, We've been going about an hour. Generally, we go about 2 hours. If you are new to our group and you're checking us out, thank you. Be sure to follow us if you're not following us. Generally, it's more of like a pop up. We pop up and we get together and we come up with an idea or, a project on the fly, even sometimes is based upon what's going on in our world. Yes. So maybe while waiting for Don to come back, I'll go ahead and take the Sharpie because this is when it's good to really have your images punch. So I don't know. Do I want to do the thick, really thick one? And basically, these Sharpies I got from Staples. So if you have a Staples in your neighborhood, I look for the sales. Now it's back to school and everything, and I'll get a pack, of these. But at some of the discount stores, if you have like dollar stores, I don't know, is it there are all these different dollar stores and Dollar Trees and things like that maybe you'll be able to pick this up at an affordable price. And that's pretty much what we try to do is to um, inspire you to use the things you have around the house or that is easy to acquire. And you don't need a lot of money to do that. So you can spend all your time creating with us. Yes. Yay. So, anyway, that's a fun thing we like to do. And we also like to play with highlighters because they have a really neat, they do neat things when you use them. So, I try to have my highlighters here just in case I want to add a little punch. Um, but what's really interesting, some things I don't even think about. And then Don is like, you could do this or you could do that. But I know I'm going off on a tangent. What I want to say to you is keep creating with us. Leave a comment. Tell us how we're doing. I try to check while we are creating to see how people are doing and what they think about what we are doing. And if this impacts you in some way, inspires you, touches you, whatever, you find that it gives you something. You have some value from the experience with us. Please leave it in the comment section because we want to know if what we are doing um, is inspiring you because that's why we're here. We're here to inspire you to create, not as a recreation, but in the real, in the IRL, in real life. Yes, that's basically what we're trying to get you to think about doing.
There's no trying. What are we doing?
We're creating in the real.
We're not trying nothing. We're using symbology once again.
Yeah,
That's not trying.
yeah. You
We're
heard that.
actually doing. We're making simplified symbols of things of your everyday clocks, cups of tea, your cell phone, symbols inside a cell phone, things like that.
Isn't it beautiful, y'all? I mean, what do you think about this, everybody? We want you to leave a comment and tell us what you think about it. I think it's fun, it's relaxing, it's exciting, it's a little challenging, it's a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, you're learning about abstraction, another way to get to an abstract idea
Mm-hmm.
by just using overlaps and juxtapositioning and simple symbology.
Mm-hmm.
That's what abstraction can be. So, you know, it can be as complicated as you want to make it or as loose and simplified as you want to make it. You can use just 4 or 5 different shapes, or, you can use a multitude of them like we just did. And use
Mm-hmm.
different things in between to fill in diagonal lines, different shapes or patterns, circle patterns, and things that we've used already within the other 10 something from nothing you can bring to this piece. Different
Mm-hmm.
ways of filling in with some of the pattern ideas we talked about, different line qualities we talked about, all different things you can do. Once
Mm-hmm.
again, everybody. So yeah, you should be looking into that. Looking into there, like to see shapes in here, like so. So then I can do the small circles as like to make them look like pebbles. Or make them look like little bubbles in the area to cause a pattern. Different textual ideas at that point, you see? And the more different textual ideas you put in there, the more intricate it is seen. See?
Mm-hmm.
You just fill in the area, or as big or as small you want those shapes to be. But you can use them as fillers for in between things, in between your items, in between the sugar thing that I got here, you know. put real, bubbles or little stone looking ideas or what may look like a stucco wall idea. And they make the fake stones. Same type of idea. Big stones and little stones in there to fill in the space. You see what happens in there? Maybe I'll fill in this whole area around. You see? So then now you just fill them in with different size bubbles. You can do the same thing with squares too. So I'll find another area that's real small and I can start filling in with little squares in the same type of way. Oh yeah, let's do it in here. So I'll do squares in different sizes. You see, and make them overlap. You may even see some wallpaper like this if you go into Lowe's or MAB paint or something like that. I haven't really seen them in Home Depot wallpaper like this. I've seen more so seen wallpaper in Lowe's. But squares and things like that. And you use the square idea. Different size squares to fill in a space, to use it as a pattern, or use it as a sequence of movements to fill in a space, to be textual. You know, big squares and little squares, just like I did big ovals and little ovals. You do the same thing with squares, everybody, to fill in a space. Yeah, I'll turn it again. Yeah, for a read. And now I'm back to the original format that I had it in again. Just keeping on turning it and turning it and turning it. I would even use ones and O's to fill in spaces.
Yeah, ones and O's.
Binary code. You see, these are different things you can do. You know, you just fill in the space with it. And now you have all this texture going on, and different things going on. Now you have people all engaged in what you're doing. Like, wow, what is all that stuff? How all that going? Yeah. All we're using is just a regular old black marker, Sharpie marker, everybody. That's it. Fine for me. Just go on in and find different areas. So I would do find different areas. Big and small, small and big. Yeah. Yeah. You see? Once you start doing that, you start seeing even more things that you can do with your piece. You start breaking it into areas on what you feel. Patterns of two lines far apart, you know, and then lines close together. So I would put them in what we would call negative spaces, the spaces where things are inactive in there.
Mm,
So positive space would be every place where you have an item, and a
right.
negative space where things are inactive. There's really nothing going on in those spaces. So I would use some of these lines and different textual ideas to fill in those spaces like mortar almost.
Hmm.
You know? So then that's all I would do. You know, use different curved lines and use them as an effect. How many different effects can I come up with in between in these spaces? You see, maybe use that same type of line and use it the opposite way. Maybe close together even more. And things start to happen again. You see? So I put one line one way and one another way. You see, I went this way, concave, convex. And then you just have to carry it all the way through your idea, in that space, so it makes sense, or it makes sense to you. You know, and I would stop that there, and then I would do something different over here. Maybe use vertical lines here. You see, yeah, and not all straight vertical lines. Make some of them off, so it looks funny. It looks whimsical. It'll almost take on another effect. Maybe wood, something like that. You see?
Wow.
It's the whole thing of doodling, just using different lines in between these shapes. You don't have to be realistic. You can have a good time just making simple, symbolic, or simple shapes of things that you may like. That's in your everyday. We use the cell phone, we use the tablet, we use a cup, we use my favorite thing to use sometimes is a hot air balloon as a design on a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Grapes, we use symbols from off the computer. I just think about it, anything that you can use that really attracts you, as a symbol. Use it in this piece. Doesn't have to be everything we use. You can use other things. You can add more things to yours, possible. I don't know. But you don't have to stay strict in what we're doing or what I've done. Take some of the ideas. You may have more timepieces on yours. I don't know. Maybe you got your cell phone there and you got the time on another cell phone. Or maybe another cell phone up in the corner, like how I got, is showing you the scene of the room or got your eye in the inside of
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
it. Yeah. Put your cell phone there. Let's see here. Let's put a cell phone there or something. Yeah. An elongated square there, you see. Put this in the inside here. We'll put the camera down on this side this time. And now I just put an eyeball in there. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Wow. Yeah, I like that eye.
Yeah, just put a quick one in there, nothing too fancy. A symbolic one in there. Just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, put a thicker line around there. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and there you have it, everybody. Mhm.
Wow.
You can really have fun with that. You can put a lot of different things in. You only
Mm-hmm.
you're only limited based upon where your mind will or will not go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who knows if your day is filled with washing clothes, you may have a bunch of washing machines and different types of soap bottles in there that you see in the supermarket, but different sizes or shapes of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how many different things are in your everyday that you can make symbols of? For everything you can, but within your own thought process. How can you do that? Could you do that in the way that we're doing here now? Yeah. See, I could put a bunch of, now I would just play with everybody's thought by putting ones and O's around. You know? It looks all like metaphysical. What's going on there? What is he trying to tell me? Mhm. Make your own rhythms of ones and O's, and how does it stop? How does it keep going? What colors can you use for that item? We're just doing a graphic idea of black and white, basically. But what other images or what other colors could you use if you was using color?
Color?
So we talked about that before. Just use, you don't have an idea about what colors to use the simplified, how would you say, complementary color schemes that's out there, the basic ones,
Mm-hmm.
with tint, tone, and shade, once again, and a couple of interference ideas. If you don't understand that, everybody, then I would say look at some of our videos or leave some questions and maybe we'll help you out with that. But if you look at the videos, you should see it, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yep, and you see how serious that looks down there at the bottom now. See, it looks all serious. Got an eyeball on there. And I did the right eye too. Ooh, the eye of Horus, all this other stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
almost like you're trying to tell us something, Don.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You can imply something, or you can actually make your crowd feel like they're learning something based upon the symbols and how you put them there.
Mm-hmm.
The simplifications that you do. See that, everybody? Yeah, look at that. It starts to look serious. It starts to look like something is happening. Trying to tell me something? I don't know. Then they have other computer language that you can use. But I'm only going to talk about the binary, the ones
Mm-hmm.
and O's. That makes it easier. Maybe some more vertical lines in here, then space it apart,
Mm-hmm.
then goes together. You see, just to call the different patterns that happen. Maybe I'll use the horizontal the same way over here, close together to that point, then far away, then close together, then far away, then far away. You see,
Mm-hmm.
different things start to happen in different spaces. You see, even in these spaces, I'll darkening where the pins are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now I'll come in here and fill in with lines and that little bit of negative space. Uh, maybe, maybe lines in here.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, this is all the doodling idea and all that good stuff. So that's the way you want to see it. You can do more doodling, more something from nothing, using
Mm.
these different ideas or suggestions of throwing things in. Basic lines, shapes, and forms. No forms in this. Well, yeah, we got some forms in there. But mainly lines and shapes, everybody. That's the main thing that's happening. Right there. There we go. You see how the whole thing starts to fill up and it starts to feel like something? Hey, we don't have no scissors on there. Well, it's too late for scissors. I can't really fit those in. So now we're just going to worry about filling in space with all these intricate little designs and movements and things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll put another digital clock to put the finishing time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you do. You see, these are different things you can do when you're doing what you would call an abstraction or an existential piece. You know what I mean? You know? it's not a total abstraction where it's formless. There's no form identifiable forms. So it's mainly like a figurative idea because there's still identifiable things on the surface.
Mm-hmm. Got
You
it.
see, so that's one type of abstraction. The other one is pure abstraction, we call it, where you
Mm-hmm.
can't really see any identifiable idea. Like not even Picasso's would be considered a pure abstraction because there's identifiable things in the pieces.
Okay.
You see, there's things that have pure form, faces and things. Yeah, he may be showing you simplified ideas of those faces, but they're still identifiable.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be considered a pure abstraction. A pure abstraction is something that is really all about other items of things other than something being definitely identifiable.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did last week can be considered as one of those, almost as a pure abstraction.
Gotcha.
Not understand the biomorphic world, or you read and say, oh, they're doing chemistry and petri dish designs based upon what you would see in a petri dish or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can take certain ailments, like there's certain artists, if you look into it, everybody that have taken the look of what vaginal diseases or sexual transmitted diseases look like, and they
Mm-hmm.
use those forms as abstract paintings. The common cold, malaria, and different states of what some of these diseases look like, they use those as abstraction.
I guess we'll be seeing some COVID stuff then.
Oh, you've already seen that already. It's no need to do it again, not unless you want to. And you go into the chemical or the biochemical idea of it. This is
Mm-hmm.
where everybody be thinking it's a game, but no, it's not a game.
Mm-hmm.
Then, when you're using identifiable things as your idea in your lexicon of your images, because now
Mm-hmm.
you make images with a purpose. Sure, they may not be identifiable. They may not be immaculately drawn like the Sixteenth Chapel and all this stuff like this, but it's still work that's done utilizing a basic template of the natural realm.
Mm-hmm.
You come up with an abstract idea, and then now the artist takes what they find as you go. So now,
Mm-hmm.
as you're doing these pieces, I may look at this and say, "Oh, I like the computer stuff that I did in there." So now
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take a computer board and a motherboard and just use those two ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and then make a design or make a drawing based upon those two ideas right there. I can take the computer board, pull it apart. You know what I mean? Put the
Mm-hmm.
numbers separate from the letters. Put them
Mm-hmm.
together. Start them off as a unified one, and then break it apart like I slammed it on the ground or something. And then go into using the binary language to say that it's being energized by that binary language in order for it to work. So then I can use that binary code as a design element. I can use the Fibonacci theory, powers of threes, or the Tesla idea of understanding three, six, and 9.
I was gonna put 3, 6, and 9 on my.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then when you put it, you got to play into what that is then.
Mm-hmm. That's
Not just,
true.
a lot of people are doing abstraction, they're just throwing things together, which is okay. That's one way of doing it. But when you go in with a total real purpose of a limitation of an idea, you're doing one movement 3 times. You're
Mm.
doing another idea with it 6 times within the same piece. And then I'm doing something else in the piece 9 times.
Got it.
So it's using different equations and rhythms like that to be able
Mm-hmm.
to make pieces come to life. You can pick the colors the way that you see fit. You can pick them as far as popular colors are concerned of the day, because they have that idea too as well. Whereas, the color of the year is this, or the colors of the year is going to be these pastel colors like they are right now. Earthy pastel colors are. And if you look all the way up to 2050, they have the colors of the year picked out.
Isn't that something?
Mhm. That doesn't mean you have to follow those colors of the year that's picked.
No.
You don't have to, but I'm just saying they're already picked.
Mm-hmm. They
So
sure are.
mhm, that helps with picking out different things. That helps with, how would you say, if you want to market and sell your pieces more as home decor, then yeah, you would see designs like what we just did now in your home decor departments. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom mats, rugs, shower curtains, placemats in the kitchen, things like this. You'll find some of these designs now where you see black and white lines of symbolic things of every day or martini glasses. Yes, you didn't say that. Nobody even alcoholic ones, except for me
Mm-hmm.
with a shot glass at the bottom.
Yeah, but even I mean, like I was saying before, like even the shot glasses, they use that for like espressos. Like you're gonna have
Yeah,
a shot of espresso. They do
yeah,
that a
or
lot.
tequila, yeah, or a shot of tequila. I'm there with you, clam shooters. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know nothing about no clam shooter.
Well, clam shooters is what they do at the bachelor party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like it's an aphrodisiac, and the clams with the vodka, yeah,
Oh,
there you go. So
okay.
they call them clam shooters, shotters or
Mm-hmm.
shoot. When it's in a
Mm-hmm.
shot glass, you take your clam and you put it in there, the vodka and the cocktail juice in there. After that, Mhm. Everybody takes a shot. Bang! You can do them
Wow.
with oranges too as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, aphrodisiacs. Yeah,
Ah,
stimulants and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know where I've been. Not at a bachelor's party.
Right, yeah. Well, in the bachelorette party, they wasn't really thinking about those.
No, it's usually some other kind of fruity drink or whatever.
Yeah, or a martini or something like this. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
vodka and tomato juice and all this good stuff. Yeah,
Gin and juice.
there you go. But if that's your thing on the everyday, what type of glass would you put that in? You can use the bottles from all the different types of drinks that you like. you know, how would you say, Shirley Temples all the way up to the real things.
Yeah, Shirley Temple in a rock glass with a
Yeah,
cherry.
yeah. So you would draw all the different types of glasses you've had drinks in to be able to explain that idea.
Moscow mule.
Yep, the different mugs, the whole nine
Yeah,
yard.
because that comes in a copper. I had that one time. I just
Hmm.
love the look of the copper mug.
Yeah, I mean, but these are all the things you can put into this piece here, or pieces like this.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
The power of three lines connected. Every time you connect them, you move a different direction to put three lines in. There we go. See, you can fill in the whole space like different ideas and equations and different rhythms and pacing. See, with artwork or with the two-dimensional plane, timing is based upon spacing. So if things is close together, that's a quick spacing, and then the longer ones would be more space in between.
Mm.
Then to make it smaller would be making it like an echo or a smaller whisper,
Mm.
or making the line smaller now. but they'll be bigger up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you get to the bottom down here, you make them smaller. Almost like those little cars that would have the punch outs in them.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, same idea. You see? And then you can do the same thing horizontally without even having to turn the page. Just make the different links and then make your own rhythm of how you put them together. You know, if you look at our indigenous designs from all over the world, the Celtics, and all these different types, Egyptians, the Hopi, Navajo, and you go down to South America and definitely over in Africa, you see North Africa, the Mediterranean, let's see, Italy, Greece, Sicily, all around the Mediterranean basin, you'll see different symbologies of things. Like you even see different languages that are used, things like this, and then it'll be a line. That's a language that means something. And it'll
Mm-hmm.
be, it may be a dot with three lines underneath it. That
Mm-hmm.
means, you see. So these are all things that you can slide into your piece to make them more intricate. You know, you put one filled in dot and one hollow dot. That means something.
Mm. Almost like Morse code. We diving into that.
Well, symbology is language. If you look at every
Mm-hmm.
language that's made, it's made as symbols. And then you
Mm-hmm.
do the symbol or the sigils, you know what I mean? Or the points or picas or pixies. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Small increments of space and things like this. And you put them together and augment them in different, movements. They mean different things,
Mm.
you know? I put three lines waving on its side, it's going to mean what? Water. What else
Mm-hmm.
could it be? Movement. If I stand up those three lines that's waving, then it's going to be what? A symbol that says what? Steam,
Yeah.
something hot. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something combustible. Just look on the back of your chemicals in your cabinets, and then look at what symbols they have on there to get you to understand poison, to get
Mm.
you to
Yeah.
understand that particular chemical is dangerous. Like we have the warning sign here. You
Mm-hmm.
see here and here. A lot of times it's black and orange or it's yellow and black. It's,
Mm-hmm.
colors that makes you be alert, alert, warning, warning. This item can be dangerous used this way, or warning, this action that you just took was the wrong action. Are you sure you want that action to be taken? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger, danger. Yeah, ooh, lost in space.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yep, just need more writers to come out and use less CGI,
Yeah.
and then we can have some good, movies being made.
Do you think that'll happen again?
I think so because they're gonna have to do something. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something with all these writers that's out there that don't went to school and everything. Everybody can't become a substitute teacher.
You funny.
So they're gonna have to do something. And plus that opens up more for the digital realm anyway, because you got more vehicles to write movies and things like
Mm-hmm.
this, small little sitcoms or small little after school programming things, you know. I'm starting to see that on certain, I would say, YouTube channels and different things like that. whereas you
Mm,
have people making movies for these peripherals now. So it's not even just Hollywood anymore. Even the public channels,
mm-hmm.
they have a lot more people submitting stuff for half an hour, you know what I mean, movies and things like that,
Right.
doc, all that good stuff.
Mm,
So the more and more you have streaming, I see it, the more and more you're going to have people writing movies or short movies. Because you got a
yeah.
lot more people that's making movies now. They make a website and then they'll broadcast it off the website.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So a lot of these newer movies, what I call ghetto novels, are being made
Mm-hmm.
that way too, as well as internet movies, basically YouTube movies. So they can
Mm-hmm.
put it up, and you can put up something for an hour.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good enough. But they're doing it in their local arenas. They're using their apartments or whatever, and some of them are real good when
Yeah,
they
some
use
of
the.
them are like skits that
Well, I'm
are
talking about more than just the skits now. I'm talking about the ones that are like documentaries and small movies,
okay.
like the after school movie type ones. If you look around,
Okay.
there's a bunch of those being made now. Suspense and gangster horror movies and suspense movies that are being made on very, very low budgets.
Mm-hmm.
But they're made for YouTube or they made for TikTok
Mm,
or
mm-hmm.
it's made for Facebook. And that's what you see people making watch parties for,
Mm.
you know, to the point where on Facebook and Instagram, you can charge people to come watch the watch party.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. But nonetheless, you made a movie. So it's not like back in the day when we had VHSs and Betamaxes and we'll tie a scarf to our neck and run around and do something silly to, and then we'll make it 45 minutes long and say this is our movie. And
Hmm.
you can tell, yeah, but nowadays they have so many different cool devices that you can buy or use that's free that makes your project look professional. So yeah, you've seen a lot more of that. So I agree with you. It's just that I think, yeah, you're going to see more writers. You're going to see more small movie houses, ideas
Mm-hmm.
that are writing these movies, and because you see it all over. If you look at the Cannes, festivals and stuff like that, they
Mm-hmm.
have these honors that they're giving different directors based upon the production that they had, whether it's suspense, love story, horror,
Mm-hmm.
action movie. You know what I mean? They're making them all, even the science fiction space. You know what I mean? Documentaries and things, and space movies. You see some of those. Yeah, some of the effects look corny and stuff, but it's the attempts that's being made that's making it more open for everybody to
Mm-hmm.
participate in. So just like we're doing here, you know, there's no real excuse to say that you can't. And you're saying that, oh, I'm not an artist, oh, I'm not a director, but you really are in there every day. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I mean, that's why I look at the first 48 and stuff, and all these different crime and investigator movies and sitcoms and things and documentaries, because it's, to me, I'm looking at how human beings use the arts right away. Yes, they're lying. Yes, they are lying. But
Mm-hmm.
then if you really look at it, look at how the person is really trying to use their brain
Mm-hmm.
to really try to make up a scenario that possibly would fit when the police officers and investigators go after the story and they say, well, no, that's not how it went.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's like amazing. Like, you made up a story, you're using ingenuity, and then they're using the same ingenuity, creativity, and everything else to find out, wait a minute, that's not how that happened. It couldn't have happened
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
the first 48, the things like that. But that's still creative ability. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
is it being used in a diabolical, menacing way? Yeah, but it's still creativity. Is it a
Mm-hmm.
lie? It's what we call a lie. Yes. but it's still the human trying to be creative to get out of a scenario.
Like a ticket.
Like as soon as you perceive it as being a negative, you're trying to get out of it. So you're going to start thinking about all these elusive and engineering type of ways to get out of it possibly.
Mm-hmm.
But when we come to the ticket idea, we all know it's a very small scale that you can get out of that. I've seen women and my aunt get out of it by using the menses for
Mm-hmm.
pregnancy. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And one time, God bless my aunt, she was a heavy woman, but she acted like she was pregnant, and the officer believed it and took her all the way to the hospital.
Wow.
Yep, and then when he left, she just drove away.
Oh my goodness.
And then one time, I had a cousin use the menses, the menstrual cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like me as a male, I can't use that, but we got you know, because she was in the car. She was like, he's only driving the way I told him to drive it. Damn it. Oh, I can't take it off. Okay, man, don't worry. This will just be a warning ticket. You guys just go ahead on and get her where she needs to be quick. I couldn't believe it. But this is what happened. So, yeah. So that's all acting, everybody. Acting, and that's all creativity.
Yeah.
So that's the amazing part about it, everybody. So, yeah. So, all right. I'm at a quarter two. I'm gonna cut it short because I'm not, at my location.
Yeah, absolutely. Understood. Understood.
Look at the 7:45. I
Okay,
guess we
that's
started on time today. This time.
yeah.
Don't forget everybody to sign your name to it too.
Yes,
So I'm
sign
gonna
your name.
rush.
Oh yes, Sue Ann just put in the chat. Nice. She likes what we're doing. Appreciate you leaving a comment. And everyone, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is go to the comment section, whatever platform you are watching us from, and tell
Mm-hmm.
us what you think, because it is really important to hear from you. And now I
Mm-hmm.
got to figure out which side is up. I don't know which side is up.
When you sign it, that anchors it. So
Yes.
I anchored mine back in the original format that we had. So I would say try to identify one of your beginning shapes that you first did, and
Yes.
that'll be the right side up version.
Okay. Because I'm
You see.
still adding some lines, but I'm getting there. Let's see. Can you see?
Hold on, let me look at the
I'm trying
camera
to.
there. All right, yeah, I see what you got going on there. Let's make
Yeah.
some more risk, take some more risk, and put some more things overlapping in there. You know,
Yeah. Is it too late to overlap stuff in here?
no, that's up to you.
Okay.
See, that's creative license at that point. That's up to the individual at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is super fun. I'm gonna anchor this side up. Put today is the 1st of September. Hello, September.
Yeah, buddy.
Put my name down here. 912.
And so, yeah, just as another comment to everybody for all my, how would you say, art therapists, teachers in rehabilitation centers,
Mhm,
teachers and educators, and I would say activity directors.
mhm,
If you'd like to utilize this idea to get your crowd to go and to have a hour to an hour and a half session, or even
mhm,
2 hour session, but definitely an hour session, it works for to keep your population or your patients or or your occupants, busy with a session group or single. This can be another modality within the everyday of an individual describing an everyday based upon basic symbols.
mhm, mhm,
So you can take their favorite cup, or if they like tea, once again, put the teacup there. You like the
mhm,
Sega Genesis or you like the PlayStations, draw a handle. You know what I mean? Draw one of the handles or the remote controls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
TV, if that's your thing, then you have to draw a plasma screen TV on yours. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
the case may be, you're putting those basic shapes in and then using those basic design ideas that we talked about with lines and possibly shapes as making patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Make it sequential. You can make it in certain rhythms, like we talked about 3, 6, and 9, or rhythms of threes and things like this. Or you can do rhythms of twos or evens and things like this. Totally up to you, you guys. But I would say use the things of your everyday, things that you encounter in your everyday, no matter what that may be. Pens, pencils, maybe you got a manual labor job, janitorial, I don't know. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you're a high-end white collar job person, you work in an office, so you would have more office supplies or office symbols on yours. Or
Mm-hmm.
if you're a home worker, you work from home now, that's a new phenomenon. Then what symbols would you make for working from home?
Right.
You be a mechanic from home, you got a garage space, you can be a computer technologies person, you can be a nutritionist from home. These are some of the easier occupations that I've seen that people do, you know what I mean, where it's online. You can talk to these people straight through their phones, Google chats and things like this, everybody.
Yep. Therapist.
Yeah. Professional friend. They
Yes,
even
professional friend. That's a new hot job.
Yeah, if you look it up, you'll see it. You'll be like, wow, but mainly you're just talking to somebody, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's a new gig. Yeah, I've seen where you can get, $35 to $40 an hour
Mm-hmm.
talking to somebody because they may have a certain psychosis or psychiatric issue or
Mm-hmm.
PSTD and things like this, and they need somebody to talk to. Or they
Yep.
just may not know how to talk to others. That's another issue too. So since they don't know how to really talk to others, they're, talk to somebody online. I'd say
Mm-hmm.
you do it before you let AI start doing it,
I know.
because they have programs like that where AI start having conversations with you and you'll swear you're talking to a human being.
And it's
And
not. If you listen carefully,
you can
you
hear
can
it.
you can hear it. Yes.
But
But
if
it
you and you want to talk to somebody, are you really going to care about that? Yes and no. If it doesn't respond to you properly,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
if it responds like candid, like how your friend would do, then yeah, it's going to work. But if it
mm-hmm,
doesn't respond in a candid way, and you can hear it being a robot or something, then that may cause an issue too. But I know those things is out there though, everybody. You can
it
get free.
is. It definitely is out there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't playing.
No,
They ain't
and
playing.
everybody, that's our design for today.
Yes, it is, everyone.
Look
So
at that.
everyone continue to work on theirs. I'm going to look at that. I am so surprised.
Yeah, I don't know why you're surprised when you just using T. You're at a different space now from the classes when you first encountered me 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you're at a certain level now where you can start infusing some of your own ideas into the drawing while we work because it's
Mm-hmm.
symbolic. You know what
Mm-hmm.
you like on your everyday. You've seen those basic shapes of those things. So
Yes.
then the object for you is just to get around your preconceived notion of wanting to be perfect with things and
I
you
know.
know and just drop them in. You
I
say paint.
know.
Yeah, you said house paintbrush to me. I got quiet and said, "All right, let's just put it in." Put the roller, in, everything else that you made mention to.
Yeah.
You know, I might even use this for my therapy class.
Oh, yeah.
On
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna sneak this one in.
Yeah. It's
Thank
just a lot.
you.
It's like when you think about all the things that are around your house, like in
Yeah,
your home. And if you were to gather all those things and put it in a box or something and then pull it
mhm,
out, and say, I'm going to use all these items
Mm-hmm.
in my piece of art.
Yeah.
And it might look like this. It
Yeah.
just might look like this, you
Yeah.
know?
Imagine if we took that idea a little bit further and say, take out what's in your pocket
Ooh,
and use
I don't have no pockets today,
yeah,
but out of your purse.
yeah, out of
Ooh,
your purse. That's another one too.
woo, there'd
So
be a lot
yeah,
of stuff going on.
out of your book bag or bag nowadays,
Hmm.
satchel or whatever, pull out some things out of your bag, lay it on a table, and look at those shapes and things, and then use them.
It's just that simple. That's
Yeah,
all like we're looking at. I
yeah.
mean,
You can call a piece pocket change. Just pull out your pocket change and throw it down on the table and draw it, and it
yeah.
can be pocket change. It still can be abstract, but that's how abstractions work. They can have sense or they can be nonsensical.
Hmm.
It can be identifiable or unidentifiable.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, this was oh my goodness. I don't know. I turn and I look at it again and wow. That's
Sometimes every time you turn it. Now imagine when you take that line drawing and scan it into the computer.
yes, it's gonna pop.
Yeah, look how many other opportunities you're gonna have then.
Mhm. And that, you know what, and the other thing was when I was looking at it and I said, which one is what's this is basically I'm trying to do it here. This is
Okay,
write it up. That's how I started.
you can
Maybe
say that. Yep.
hmm?
And then now wherever you sign your name, will anchor it on that side to say that's where it should be right side up.
Yes, and basically, let me see. That's what I did. I signed down here,
Right.
okay? But when I first looked at it, and then I was like, this is kind of interesting too. You
Yeah,
know?
well, you just gotta make up your mind or do another one where the
Oh,
format is landscape then.
right.
You keep turning and turning, and you know that the final format is going to be landscape.
Yeah. Yeah, I just even though I didn't intend it, there's like stuff going this way, the flashlight is going that way, you got stuff going this way, and
Why
it
you would do another one and you would do a series of them. That's what brings out the series. Because now, as you're looking at that piece, you can pull out ideas from that one and carry on to the next one,
oh yeah.
and then the
Because
next
then
one, and then you'll
yeah,
see around about the fifth, the 10th one, you're gonna see something start to happen.
say like
Things are take shape because you're
mm-hmm,
taking elements from each one and saying, "Oh, that worked in that one. Let me move that idea forward in the next one," and so
yeah,
on and so forth.
yeah, just like cutting that part right there and
Right,
just using that. That's like I was
right.
started to look at that, this part down here,
Yeah, but then you see, you're putting the papers there, right? Are
just to
you
frame
saying
it.
that papers are just you're blocking off space,
Yeah, I'm
or
just
you
trying to frame it.
other? Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. That'll be other elements that can be fitted in and around there. What if you use it as a graphic design or as
Oh,
a flyer?
okay.
You see what I'm
I
saying? So you can be putting those blank
wow.
papers in there as areas where text would go, information.
Wow. Right. So then this would be, you know,
Yeah.
or
Well,
here.
come next week Friday or next week Sunday, the event
Yes.
of all events, and then there'll be
Yeah.
another square at the bottom from 6 to 8 o'clock with Nadineo and Don Stevens. The exciting something from nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
You
can't
see what
see
I'm
that.
saying?
Oh, yeah. I see it
And that
now.
would be in text. Yeah, that would be in text. That could also be a book cover.
Wow. Yep.
You
You
can
are
have
so
something
right.
from nothing. Yeah, you can have something from nothing. Yeah, there you go. You see? Look at that. And just by you doing it like that, yep, event 6 p.m. You see what I'm saying?
I'm just following your lead. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
what I'm saying though, Nadine. You got me tingling all over. Look how that looks. You can even cut the paper down. Yep, you can even cut the paper down a little bit so it fits tight around the lettering if you wanted to. So
Mm-hmm.
more background would show through. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities. Because when I would do flyers, like when I was doing flyers by hand for different party events and stuff, that's what we would do. Exactly what you just did. And then we would take it to a Xerox machine and Xerox it. Move it again, then Xerox it again, and then get our final one, and then now you make a bunch of copies off of that one. You
Oh,
know?
that's got a little thingy going on there.
Yeah, you see? I can see it as a video. Yeah, I can see it.
Well,
Yeah,
there.
you're seeing it. You're seeing it because you keep on playing with it the way that we would, the way that yep, event, all different types of angles to see which one would work.
Oh
You see,
God.
yeah, your glasses is there. Yeah. You
Oh,
can put your cup of tea or coffee there too as well. And put event in there. Yeah, man.
that's crazy.
Much.
Oh, so
Look at the
so
possibilities.
say again.
I said, look at all the possibilities.
Yes, a lot of possibilities there. And just by what you were saying too, oh, you could do this or oh, you could do that,
Yeah.
but
Just gotta
um
let the mind go. Have a brain for it, and not in a negative, but where you're just releasing ideas. Oh, let me
mhm,
turn it this way, add something this way. Oh, I like bananas. I'll need some long items. Let me put some long. Oh, I like, star fruit. Let me put some star fruit in there. I like exotic
right.
fruit. So think about it. You can do a piece based upon everything that you
Oh,
like and
that's
make a
good.
simple equation out of it.
Right.
You know, and
Wow.
then and then just do what we just did, step and repeat, make things larger, smaller, look at what it is that you like to see what else you can grab or add to the
Hmm.
idea. And then
Hmm.
now you have a piece for everything.
That's crazy. That is just insane.
I
My
mean,
oh my.
that should get a lot of pieces out of people in an abstract way.
Hmm.
You can change the formats. I would say start them off small, everybody, like how we did today. I did
Hmm.
mine's 18 by 24. Nadine, yours is what, 9 by 12 still? Or is that 11 by 14?
9 by 12, you on it.
Yep, 9 by 12. So you see, you do them smaller, and then now you can do them bigger on a piece of watercolor paper or the same paper there, or you can buy the smaller canvases. When you
Hmm.
buy the smaller canvases from the store, everybody, they come cheaper. You get more of them.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. And then you could piece them together too if you wanted to. So maybe one day come up before the end of the year, we'll talk about how we can connect small canvases to make them one bigger canvas.
Oh, nice.
Because
All
that
right.
gives a different effect too. You
Yes.
see, and then you can take some of them out of sequence and to have fun with it like that, and to talk about, how would you say, similarities or some symmetry and asymmetry.
Hmm.
These are different concepts that you can add and talk about in a piece
Hmm.
just by adding or removing or limiting the idea to it, things like
Hmm.
that, everybody. But yeah, there
Wow.
you go, everybody. 802.
8:02. How did man time flies? Well, thank
Yeah.
you, everybody. Let me get back on camera. Get back
Mhm.
on camera.
Sorry for the slight tilt in there, everybody. That's
Oh.
it's not that bad. At least the
Oh
lines
no,
come
it's not bad at all. Actually, even though it's on the tilt, it looks like you drew it straight up.
Yeah, exactly. You see? Yeah.
Oh, that's
That,
pretty interesting. It's almost there, but because
yeah.
it's on a slant, it makes it seem more crooked.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
no, that is awesome. Well, I thought
Yeah.
I'd end at a different camera angle just to have fun and add a little excitement, but um
Yeah.
we wanted to thank you for joining us today, especially if you're going to be seeing this in the rebroadcast. Even though it is in the rebroadcast, you can still leave a comment. We want to hear from you. We want to know if you got something out of this journey today with making something from nothing using items or things in the everyday around our house or whatever. And so we used a lot of items that we can recall pretty fairly easy, and it doesn't have to be what do you call a perfect rendition. Just
No,
have fun. And
a
I
basic
had fun
simple
today,
idea.
Don. I really did.
Yeah,
I
it's a basic simple idea. Basic
mhm,
shapes, the thing that we talk about all the time, and how the
mhm,
items around you all have basic shapes, round, squares, triangular, you name
mhm,
it. And just
mhm,
look at the beauty of those things and be able to simplify. Like an
mhm,
emoji would be, like an icon would be, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Like an emoticon would be, all these
mhm,
things that you use on social media that simplify. That's the
mhm,
same thing that we're talking about now too.
mhm,
And have fun
mhm.
with it.
And symbols too, because when you were talking about putting symbols in there, like or things that mean something else, like the
Mm-hmm,
O's and the ones you put in there. And
mm-hmm,
you did something else you put in there too. Oh, representing danger or alert. I did
mm-hmm.
that. And I also used the sign for Wi-Fi.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
I popped that in there since we had the cell phones and stuff. So I put that in there too. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there are a lot of little things that you can add and and nothing is stupid. I mean, you put whatever comes to mind and just have fun. And like you said, Don, and we're gonna close this, not with a Virginia goodbye, but we're gonna close. But that this is great for people who are working with people with different kind of issues that they might have challenges.
Behavioral sciences is one. People that are in, how would you say, dementia or
Hmm.
Alzheimer's, things
Hmm.
like stroke patients,
Hmm.
things like this, where everybody's in rehab. You can have a session where you're just
Hmm.
trying to evoke the thoughts in your mind and bring back thoughts and see how much your mind can remember at that
Yes.
point.
And it's very, very good. I'm going to try to keep my mind sharp as long as I can. I'll be working with that, even at my age. But definitely, so keep that in mind. If you ever have any questions or you want to consult or anything like that, you can reach out to Don because he's been doing this for a number of years. And Don is available. You can get him over at, we have links in the Facebook group, also links in the live stream. Well, if
Mhm.
you're watching it later, it'll be in replay or it's there available as long as we have it up. So we want to thank you for joining us. Um, any other questions? You want to get the merch? When my eyes are open, it's on, and a lot of other things. We have the link to
You got to
Printify. There's
change
a Printify
that.
link.
Yeah, you got to go to the Printify link because you got on
Yes.
the other one, you still have that Don Stevens art
I
shop
thought
thing
I
on.
changed that. Okay, so apologies. I'm going to go back and look and see if it's changed. If not, it is the Printify. So
Mhm.
I will go and take a look at that. So apologies about that. I think it's just
Teamwork
redoing
makes
this.
the
And
dream work. So
teamwork
long as
makes the dream work, baby. That's
that's
right.
it. Long as we correct it, we'll get them there. Long as we build it,
Yes.
everybody follow.
Yes.
They'll.
And if you have a situation you're like, hey, it ain't working, you just message me and I'll make sure you get there. Nadine, no. And we appreciate you. Thank you, our fam. Have a wonderful and safe week as everyone's returning. It is now September. Much love to you. Keep creating. And yeah,
Yeah,
just
keep
keep
creating.
creating. Thank you, everybody. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
In there every day, 365
yeah. 24
days.
7, 55.
There you go. All right. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Uh-oh. Stand by. Yep. See, it's a Virginia.